All right. So I just explained you about the mean, right? Hope it's all clear to you about the why we call it approximate or estimated mean, right? Because of using this x midpoint. Okay, come to the median. Now the median and the mode is different. The way of calculating is different from the ungrouped data. Now we are dealing with the group data, na? Am I right? So in group data, the formula for median is L plus H upon F N upon 2 minus C. Just look at the purple one. Okay. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There are 6 things in it. 2 is one thing which is very clear to us. This is number 2. Rest all are the variables. What are those? Let's look into it. पहली बात, before going to L and H and F and C, I will start with this thing n upon 2. Remember, whenever we are finding the median, I told you median means divide the thing into two parts, n upon 2. That's the reason for median I have written here n upon 2. And this is the first step from where we are going to start our working. N upon 2. So this is the first step, n upon 2. What was n here? What was n here? N was 20 in my this example. Okay, so I will start from here, 20 upon 2, which is 10. All right, first important point. Important means you have to remember, earlier I told you, whenever we have even number we take two values in the center. Whenever we have odd number, we turn the decimal to the next number. Remember I told you all this thing. Now in this group data, forget this thing. They are treated as same. Whatever the number comes, take that number only and put it over here in the place of n upon 2. Take that number only. If this number coming as 10.5, write here 10.5. Number coming 10, don't do 10 plus 11. No, no, nothing. Just write here 10. Okay? So whatever number comes here, you will substitute over here first thing in the formula. And to get the other L, H and F, C, what we will do, we have to check this value in which column? CF column. So if it is 10, it is 10.5, it is 17, 17.5, whatever. You have to check that in CF column. Okay, let's go and check this 10th value, which is this value, 10th value in the CF column. Okay, move over here. Okay, CF column, you know how to find CF column. You know the method. फिर भी एक दफा let's recap it. CF 2 as it is, 2 plus 4 is 6, 6 plus 6 is 6 plus 6 is 12, 12 plus 4 is 16, 16 plus 3 is 19, 19 plus 1 is 20. Okay, CF column. So in the CF column, you have to find which value. What was the answer over here? That was 10. Okay, let's see where 10 comes. Is 10 lying here? No. 2 means first and second value. Okay, let's move down. 6. Is 10 lying here? No. Till here, sixth value. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Okay. Is 10 lying here? Yes. 6 after 6. 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. All values are here. So 10th is here. 10th is here. N upon 2, 10 is here. So just highlight this row. Highlight this row. Why I'm highlighting this row? Because my rest of the value L, H, F, C will be calculated by looking at that highlighted row. Row of what? Where this value is lying. Where you will check it? In CF column. Please remember I wrote here CF. Don't check it in the frequency column. Don't check this in the frequency column. This is the common mistake that students make. They check this 10 number somewhere in the frequency and they say, okay, we are not finding. So do check it in the CF column. Okay, now coming to these things, L, H, F, C. L stands for the lower boundary. Lower boundary of what? Lower boundary of this class. Okay, let's check the boundaries. Do I have boundaries here or limits here? They are the limits. These are the lower limits. They are the upper limits. Okay, अब आपको जो मैं ना आपका सवाल अब यहाँ cover हो जाएगा. Now what we have to do? We have to find the, this is the lower limit. I want the lower boundary. What is the method? Recall it. Take any difference. Take this difference or take this difference. What is the difference between 13 and 12? 1. What is the difference between 10 and 9? 1. Difference is same, right? So take this difference. The difference is 1. 1 divided by 2 is zero point 0.5. Zero point 0.5 you have to subtract from the lower limit to get the lower boundary. So the lower boundary will be 9.5, right? Yeah, that all is covered in the previous lecture, so I do not need to go in detail. So L is what value? 9.5. I'm writing here. L is 9.5. Okay. What is lower boundary? Now 9.5. Okay. Now coming to H. H stands for H stands for height or width. And again, try to recall the formulas. For height and width, I told you formulas. If you're using boundary, then should be upper boundary minus lower boundary. If you're using the limits, it's upper limit minus lower limit plus the difference. I told you this formula. If you don't like both the formulas, you say, no, I don't like this one, I don't have interest in the other formula, then what is the best way? The gap is the height. So you have to count it on a finger, including 12 and 10. 10 and 12. So 10, 11, 12. How many values are here? Three values. 10, 11, and 12. Three values. So what is the height? 3. All right. So in the place of h, what I'm going to put here? 3. Acha. But some students thought, okay, let's check it through the formula also. Okay, what the formula is and is it fulfilling here or not? The class, the highlighted class as what? 10 to 12, remember? And I know this is the lower limit and this is the upper limit. So if I use this limit formula, I will put here what? Lower upper limit is 12, lower limit is 10, and remember the difference because here comes the 9 and here comes 7. So what was the difference here? Difference was 1. So plus 1. So 12 minus 10 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3. So even then I'm getting 3 answer. And if some brilliant students want to check this boundary formula, so the lower boundary for this is 9.5 and the upper boundary for this is 12.5. So then do 12.5 minus 9.5, you will again get 3. So in all the cases, you are getting 3. All right. So 3, 3, 3, right? So this is 3 here. And coming back to the formula, so now I have found low L. L stands for lower boundary. H stands for the height, right? That also I calculated. And then the last is, no, second last is F. F stands for the frequency. Frequency. Frequency of this class, right? What is F value here? F. F is 6. So in the place of F, you will write 6. And then there was one more thing in the formula, that is C. C is the preceding. Look here what I have written. C is the preceding CF value. When you highlight it in the CF column, this where you check n upon 2. What is the preceding value in CF column? That is 6, right? So that is your C. So this is the value of C, this is the value of F, and this is the lower limit 9.5. You plug in everything in this formula, right? I have written every value here. Plug in every value here and get the answer. Your answer is 11.5. So your median is 11.5. Your mean is 11.75. Very close, right? So that means we are doing good. And the last is mode, then I will finish the class. The mode formula is L plus Fm minus F1 upon this. Now, here for mode, you do not need to see X, Fx, Cf. Again, for mode, you just need to see the F column, right? For F column, see the FM value. FM, you will start with the FM value. FM is the highest occurring value. Which number is occurring highest? 2, 4, 6, 4, 3, 1. 6. So your FM is 6, right? F1 is the previous value, F2 is the next value. Whatever the highest value you get, its previous value and next value is F1 and F2, right? So this part is easy now. This is my 6, look over here. 6, previous is 4, and by chance next is also 4. So 6 minus previous, which is 4, 2 times 6 minus previous minus forward, next one. Done this part. Now see this, h is again high, I just explained you. Then again you will consider this h and this L of which class? Of this FM class. So h is the height, which is 3, and L is a lower boundary, which is 9.5. Put the value here, 9.53. Solve it in the calculator, you will get the mode. Mode is 11 here. Is it clear, class? Okay, how we will find mean, median, mode of this group data? Okay.